Hey everybody, welcome to Halfbeard Sons Heads Up. Today we're looking at the new Thief, the reboot, remake. I think it's a reboot. They don't do any origin stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's a reboot. So we're just gonna jump into the second mission here. I played through a couple hours of this game at this point. And yeah. Let's see. Chapter 1, the city. This is the live save I want. I want this one. Last manual save. I'm trying to figure out which one of these is earlier. This one. Yes. So, basic story here. You are Garrett, the master thief, and the opening mission, you do this. You're on a job with this other thief. It goes wrong. Crazy magic happens, and you wake up later and are kind of trying to figure out what's going on. And to do that, you gotta go talk to your contact, your handler guy by the name of Basso. That's kind of what we're doing right now. We might have just done. I'm not 100% sure where the save is. Load times in this game. There's a fair amount of load times. Not in the missions so much. But okay, no, we are gonna go see him.
I'm sure of it, not the gloom.
Yeah, that's another thing. They're going with a real, like, I know a lot of people are comparing this to Dishonored because, Dishonored kind of took Thief's shtick, but it's also super Dishonored-y in that you're dealing with a big city, specifically that there is a plague affecting the poor, and it's called the Gloom. So, Alright, so we are gonna start off by just doing some sneakery. I shouldn't have landed that hard. That was a poor job. I gotta be careful because there are dudes. There are guards wandering the city. Guards don't like me because, I'm a thief. Sensibly, they are not fans. They should be down there somewhere. There they are. See them wandering around. So while he's doing that, we're gonna hang out in the shadows here. You can see my on the HUD there on the left. I've got the circle in the center shows how visible you are. It's your visibility gem. Just gonna pick this. Lockpick is really easy. Just left stick, find the spot, click it in. Doesn't matter if you fail. Clicking is surprisingly easy. Like, lockpicking is surprisingly easy in this. This isn't where we need to go. I'm just showing mechanics. Lockpicking is a thing. Also, I've got focus. It was something I got from the weird magic-y crap I talked about earlier. It's a highlight button. It'll highlight all the stuff around you that's interactable, or of importance. Put out those candles. But it will also later on, you can upgrade it so that when you're in focus, you can do things like slow down time when you're lockpicking or in combat, so that way you can, do it more effectively. That kind of stuff. Increase your ability to see stuff. All sorts of bullshit. Use some food. Health is not regenerating in this game. You do need to keep up on it by finding health items around the environment. It's all just food. Same goes for your focus. That is also not regenerating. You need to kind of keep it going with poppies. You'll find hanging around. So, I'm also gonna map there. Big map. There's between missions, it's kind of open worldy. There's a big city you can wander around and do stuff in. You make sure there's no guards out there. Oh, nothing there. Oh, nothing there. All right. No. That sounds the people are seeing you sound. Oh, this happened way too quick. Alright, there are dudes. They know I'm around. This is bad. I am no common thief, I am Garrett. So there's also a big thing in this game is movement. It's got a lot of really nice dynamic, fast movement. Where it's all on the left trigger, which is kind of weird. And basically just holding it will allow you to run, but it will also, clicking the left trigger is also your jump. It's also how you climb ladders. It's also how you do anything movement related. So yeah, it's interesting. It reminds me a lot of Assassin's Creed, but just all confined to a single button. Which, for better or worse, it's cracking here. I like stealing. There's a lot of good side stealing you can do, where extra houses to go to, extra rooms. Not as much on missions, but this big central area seems to have a lot of cool stuff. And you do kind of come back to this big area. Let's see if I can just bring out the map real quick. Nope, that's not the menu I want. This is the menu I want. Oh, it's not going to show me the whole thing, is it? No, it's just going to show me the room I'm in. There's a big city. It's the city. That's what it's called, the city, which is terrible, but whatever. And yeah, you'll explore big parts of it. It's like you're gonna repeatedly go back. It's interesting. There's also a lot of collectibles. You know, you're gonna find documents of all sorts of shapes and sizes, various collectibles. You know, unique loot, special loot for story. I found like the mortal coils, which is its own unique loot. Player progression. Yeah, each level you're completing a specific. You complete a specific style: ghost, opportunist, or predator, which you can kind of guess what those do. And yeah, I've talked enough about that. Gonna climb up on this these lockers. Grab that fucking flask. I really like the animation on his hands, like the way he'll like when you're around like some cover or something like that, or mantling. Let's see if I can just do it here. Like, oh, it's too high. But like his hands move really interesting, and they look really good. Like overall, this is a really good-looking game. We're looking at the PC version, though it's only on medium settings, and I'm not getting the greatest frame. I'm getting a fairly sturdy 30 frames or so, which is enough. I would like more, but whatever. I need to put my better processor in this computer, but I can't do that until I buy a new motherboard, so hey, you know, whatever. That said, still looks really good. Like, just on medium, it looks really nice. Like, just like the detail on his hands specifically, you'll see it on his weapons as well. Like, it all has a lot of, it's all really sharp. And there's a lot of detail. Like, regardless of what I've read some of the reviews so far for this game, and they've not been super kind. They've been calling out mainly the loading times, which I certainly agree on that. And that the story is kind of convoluted, which so far, from what I've seen, I'm only a couple hours in, so I can't really speak to the whole story, but from what I've seen so far, yeah, it's a little convoluted, especially just because there's no real introduction to Garrett as a character. Like it's expected, I guess, that you've played the past these games and you know who he is, but they're also kind of pitching this as a reboot, so the fact that there's not really much of an origin is like, it just kind of it definitely feels like a sequel, even though it's being pitched like a reboot. That's kind of the big problem. I have an obsession with closing doors. I don't know why. Want to make sure those doors are closed. People might come in. See, the door's been opened. Hold on. I see light. Light is a good way to tell where there's stuff. There's a lot of really good visual cues of the environment. Aside from just the kind of blatant press Y and then, oh, everything's blue. Like, there's also just like this visual cues, like the light coming up from underneath the window. That's how you know that's a window you can go into, and you know, you'll see glints from treasures, which I like a lot because treasures are small and well hidden. All right, so let's go meet our contact Basso. Yeah, like to get down from that, it's just like a nice little click of the left trigger. Like it's all very smooth. Like, I'm really impressed with the movement in this game. That's kind of been the big thing that's really stuck out to me. Combat is a problem. I mean, this was never a game that... This is not the sort of the game you're supposed to be doing a lot of combat in, but... Like, aside from, like, you know, you're doing your standard sneak attack, takedowns, that sort of stuff. That's all fun. That's all fine. But when you're actually, like, in open combat with somebody, it's really clumsy. Like, the fact that they don't have a sword. You're just using your blackjack. And that's an issue. At least so far. Maybe you get a sword later. I don't know. Ah!
I would have went for the pickle jar, Basso, a lot more weight.
Garrett still talks a lot.
Garrett.
And he's still, like, he's got a lot of, like, sarcastic things to say.
I see you still can't work a door.
People's faces look really good. Like, as I talked about the detail of the hands, like, the character models in general look really fucking awesome.
I thought both you and Aaron had been killed in the mansion attack.
This guy's voice sounds really out of
Where the hell
place.
have you been?
I'm a New York fence handler guy.
You don't know.
What are you doing in my New York Indian town place?
Fine.
Like, it's just, it's weird.
Far be it for me to pry about where you've been for the last fucking year.
The light in this game, the lighting engine is fucking beautiful, as you might imagine. A game about a thief. Hey, the shadows look nice.
Especially with the Baron's new duty on opium, thanks to this gloom sickness. Not to mention the thief taker.
Yeah, people who are gloom, they like their opium because they're like. The specifics of the disease aren't really well told. It's just, like, everyone who has it seems to really hate life.
Are you sure?
A lot of opium use, a lot of suicide.
Okay, so here's the gig.
Yeah, listen to this guy. He does not belong in Victorian Thief Village, town,
married?
city. The city.
Never again. You mangy bird. I swear one day I'm gonna have you made into a hat.
And lose the brains of the outfit.
I'm running out of fingers.
Like, I'm sorry, like, I've listened to this before. I know you all want me to stop talking so you can enjoy the cutscene, but basically, he's not going to tell us anything that important.
Cornelius Greaves, one of those hoity-toity.
He's going to tell us go steal a rig from a dead guy. As I've said, the story in this game is...
What's the catch?
like, there's a lot of good world building. The world feels really good, especially if you read all those notes I've been picking up, but...
recently deceased. My sources say he never
the actual story is kind of meh.
Doesn't seem much of a challenge.
challenge. We'll be getting to him before the Carters pick him over. Rumor has it they've been taking bodies to that old foundry near Cinderfall, crawling with the Baron's guards for some reason. Now, the best way to that place is through the old chapel. And don't screw this up, Garrett. Some of us still need to pay our dues.
You can't tax what you can't catch.
Get out of here. And you use the door, please.
Yeah, Garrett's basically Batman, but like a really thieving-based Batman.
Still, it's good to see you.
I gotta go get some pizza. That guy, like, he feels super out of place. Like, this is like the design of it, everything.
It's the crows. A whole matter of them.
Listen to that lady. She sounds like she should be here.
They're singing the tale.
Basso's like, what's with this English accent? I don't know how to work that.
Cage, all in the name of progress. Old Iron Boots aims to marry us.
Alright, let's buy some stuff. This is how you kind of your upgrade system. And hey, guess what? It's gonna be all about gold. So you got two ways you can spend gold for upgrades. You can do it like this, which is, you can buy extra tools, extra crap like this. We're gonna buy some stuff here. What do I want to buy? Buy a moss quiver. Makes all my broadhead and sawtooth arrows produce no sound when they impact, which is handy. And what do we buy? A wrench. The wrench is stupid fucking useful. I will show you. Like, seriously, if you buy this game, buy the wrench. Just buy the wrench. You want it, buy the wrench. You will not regret it. And we need to buy some stuff here. We'll buy some rope arrows. Buy some blunt arrows, because they're really useful. Never really used fire arrows. Buy some water arrows, because water arrows are great. And next to broadhead. And that's probably good. I've also got some other stuff. I got the Master Thief edition when I pre-ordered it, so I got a bunch of, like, extra free stuff. That's why I have so much gold. I shouldn't have this much gold. I should have about half this much gold. It gave me 750 free pieces of gold, which is nice. It's handy. Alright, let's, oh, what was that? Oh, it's Peak, yeah. Let's go talk to the next story person, then we'll get into the second mission here, where we go explore a foundry looking for that rig on that guy's body. Again, look at this lighting. Like, all these shadows, like, it's really nice. Like, the smoke in the air, like, it is a fucking gorgeous game. If it wasn't for the loads, it would be perfect. But it's just, like visually, I mean. But it's just, it's a really, really good-looking game. I mean, it definitely looks a lot like Dishonored. Let's not lie here. But it's really good-looking. Walk through the streets. Civilians don't care about you. The AI is fairly good that, the right people react to you in the right ways. Guards are going to be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And civilians are going to be like, man, that guy looks scary. I don't want to talk to him. I love that. So this is... A is not jump. A is... I can't remember their term for it, but it's like... It's basically run through the shadows real quick.
I'm starting to think they're the lucky ones.
And it's a great way to just move from shadow to shadow.
Some of these gloomers bite off their tongues to make it stop.
Alright, we need to go there. We also... I want to see if I can find it. There is a plaque around here. There's lots of... Again, it's like tons of collectibles for you to find. Maybe it's back here. We'll see... Oh, there it is. There it is. Right over there. So you'll find, like, again, treasures of the environment. You could totally miss this. It's just this little thing on the wall, but... It's a plaque. It's a thing we want to have. It's a treasure we want to have in our hideout. So we're going to steal it.
Good find.
Public bureaucracy be damned. We're gonna steal all the shit. Alright, let's go talk to the old lady. Oh, drinking some tea. It's morning.
It's
Tea
a
is
lonely
delicious.
night.
It's the best kind.
Garrett. You walk a path.
It's funny. Certain things look really good in this game, and certain things don't look as good. Like her hair
I know.
and her stole or whatever the hell that is around her neck. Those look great, but her face looks just amazing. Like it's really well detailed and weathered. Like just her lips and the way her everything works. Like it's really impressive.
Not everything.
The animation's really good too.
Just the important things.
So yeah, she is an information broker essentially. She knows everything in the city.
What brings you here? Seeking my counsel?
So we're trying to figure out what happened to us. Because after that, the bad stuff went down in that mission I told you about. I passed out and then awoke in a cart being dragged into the city.
Mansion. Something went wrong. What happened to me? What happened to Aaron?
Aaron is like my buddy, my thief buddy.
A year ago. Men who believed themselves to know best tried to control something they didn't fully understand.
So I was knocked out for like a
their
year.
own ends. The balance has shifted. We can all feel it.
That's your answer.
Yeah, so this is the cool thing I like about Garrett. He's not like, tell me more about this mystical prophecy
When my beggars found you
and terrible
after
things. He's
the
like,
accident,
now fuck you, this doesn't profit me in any way.
But you were not dead. So we healed your broken body and brought you from the city to keep you safe while we waited. But then, just after the gloom started, something
Yeah, gloom is a
began
terrible
to
name for your
wake you.
fantasy disease.
It was time for you to return home.
Like, it's a really bad name.
This city grows sick. It will tell you all in time, if you choose to listen.
Alright, so she has delivered some vague-ass
Careful,
expository
Garrett.
dialogue.
There are worse things in the shadows than you.
Basically, all she said there is, things are bad. We took care of you for a year. Also, things are bad. So this is the other upgrade system, which is you earn focus points, and to get them, you donate gold to the Queen of Beggars, that lady we were just talking to receive more of them. And focus upgrades, are going to do all sorts of interesting things like, you know, for intuition, I can upgrade that so that I know where unique loot and collection items are hidden by seeing handprints. Or if I upgrade my sense, I can visually detect noises from threats within a short distance. Or speed is going to make everything I do quicker when I'm in focus. Well, maybe I don't have to be in focus to do that. Regardless, that seems interesting. So yeah, I'm actually gonna grab the intuition thing. And then I'm gonna go buy another point. Because why not? Or they're not gonna let me. Let me go buy another point. Fine. Alright, whatever. It's my awesome stealthy run. Let's go to the old foundry. Let's start doing missions. Oh. I don't know why T feels very appropriate for this game. So yeah, you're gonna see the look of, like, this game's look overall. Like, it's kind of hard to see the city because it's very cramped. So you don't get to see the majesty of the environments as much. The area we're about to go into, you really get to kind of see their art design philosophy. And it's very much along the lines of Dishonored, but as you can see, it's even grittier than Dishonored in a way. Like, it's just very, very
Sirs,
dark
we've been hauling
and just
corpses since dawn.
gritty. There's
We just
shit
want this day to be
everywhere.
done.
Did you hear this?
Like, in the air, you're breathing
Consider
it in.
yourself lucky you're pulling that card and not in it. Now move!
Alright then, these guys are dicks. All the guards are dicks in this game. None of the guards seem redeemable, ever. There's like one guard, and you are forced to hurt him. Who seems ever even slightly redeemable. All the rest are like, man, I like raping these peasants of all their money, man!
Rats everywhere.
Whee! Alright, so, I could try to get through that gate and do all sorts of sneaking. But because we bought the wrench, you know,
Smells terrible around.
fuck that. Because here's the great. These grates are the shortcut to fucking everything. Seriously, buy the wrench, buy the wrench, buy the wrench. That said, it's easy to miss stuff. I mean, a big goal of this game is you're going to be going through missions over and over again trying to get all the loot. And there's a lot of loot. I feel like I'm generally pretty, like, good at looking at everything. I take pride in my ability to scour the fuck out of a level. And it's still like, you only found 60% of the shit. I'm like, where's the other 40? I feel like every room. They're like, no. You're missing stuff all over the place. You fucking cloud shoes at this. Pick up this syringe. Oh, I can't grab that. And hop up there. And do this. Oh. I'm on. Yeah, sometimes, like, it doesn't work great, the movement system. Like, generally, it feels really good when it works, but it does have stepping points like that, where it doesn't, things hitch up, where, you're running at a wall, you're holding the left trigger, and then, like, you just end up running at the wall. I've had that happen to me a couple times, and every time it happens, it's like, oh, I don't like that at all.
Garrett.
That's Erin. She's like, I'm a crazy ghost lady now. Go pick up this poppy.
Am I sick?
Yes, I know what focus energy does. I've already told the people about it. So when you're doing these big, like, Assassin's Creed sections, and there's a few of them, they don't seem to be super common. I think at this level specifically, there's like 2. It goes into third person. Which feels... I'm glad they do it, because it would be, like, hard to look at in first person. You'd just be staring at the wall. But, it feels weird to just, like, go out to first person for it.
Here comes one more for the knacker's yard.
I like how nobody heard that.
General will want this lot seen to before last bell.
Look at this. A highborn in with the lowlifes.
Whee!
I wonder what he's got.
Not out here, sloop for brains.
Again, the,
We
move just
cut
feels
it
really
in
good.
gentle as we could. You are...
That guy was... I love how that conversation is cut off just as I go in there, which is a pity because I want to hear more of that. That's basically those poor peasant guys be like, you are treating these dead bodies with respect, right? The guy's like, respect is for pussies. I love that way the hands, like, they're just, like, the way his fingers are kind of, like, tingling, like, I'm gonna steal stuff. I'm gonna steal stuff. Watch me steal stuff!
The foundryman's droop.
Come on. Yeah, like, see, that's another part. Like, I'm mashing that left trigger. It's not working.
Crap. I'll never find it again in this murk.
This poor guy's all scared. Oh, he's scared.
Rourke's teeth. Rourke's teeth. Corpses. Is these oversized blood?
You'll get a lot of weird repeating of lines.
Rode out to Moira this week.
mannequins. Like you're
Steal.
looking for a body.
I already know where there's guys, so I'm not worrying. I do know there's secret stuff. Well, not secret. This is the thing, like, always follow the video game rule of take the other path. You know, if you, like, you're supposed to go down. You're supposed to follow that marker, but you go up here, hey, look, there's a bunch of stuff. Like this microscope, candelabra. There's like a purse in here. And there's this chest. With a magnifying glass and gears. The city likes gears. This is a city that is built upon industrial revolutionary bullshit, so, you know, gears and such. Whee! Like, there's something about the movement that I know I keep saying it, but it feels really good. It's very, if you get a good run going, it feels very natural. Alright. So this is kind of our first real, like, Batman-y. Oh, it's not where I wanted to be. Like, kind of Batman-y, put out the stuff, deal with the guys scenario.
This wouldn't pass for respect in a slaughterhouse. Poor old Cornelius must already be on the line. The best way to follow Cornelius is to
Put
put
some
my
stuff
life
out.
on the line.
Sneak around.
Must go green on their first date.
Oh, so you can just, you know, sneak your way through. There's no reason to kill all these guys, or even interact with all these guys. I generally tend to knock everybody up because I like to steal everything in the room, and because it's, you know, knocking guys out should be fun. This is my feeling with stealth games has always been the funnest part should be the combat. Not because the stealth shouldn't be good, but because you want when you're actually killing, you know, hitting guys to be rewarding. That's really fun to do. The archery is good, you know, and it's different because you're drawing and pulling the bow back with the right trigger, and then you're zooming with the right stick, which is I've always found that weird when people make right stick things. Yeah, it's weird that I'm making that jump with the left trigger. Like that's not an A button thing. I'm not pushing forward. I'm clicking left trigger, and he's just knowing to move forward on that. It's very context sensitive, which is great, but it's also weird. All right, so we are actually going to ignore these guys. Normally, I would hunt these guys down and I would steal the stuff, but you guys can do that for yourself. See the various routes, like you can try to go through that door behind that guy, or that's right over there you could do. But we're going to go this way. We're going to go the you shot that dude in the face path. Ooh, hey, goblet. Joink.
The night's going on forever.
And steal his stuff. And you can drag bodies around and stuff. One problem I've had with this game is it's not... It doesn't let me do the Metal Gear Solid thing of letting me hide bodies. So you will find lockers around that you can hide in, just fine. But you can't actually hide bodies in there. I've dragged bodies up to there and tried to hide them, but it's like it doesn't give me a prompt for it, which seems like a grievous error. Seems like a complete missight on their part. What's this say? Broken glass. Oh yes, that's just telling me, hey, there's broken glass around. You might want to not step on that shit. Food. Grab that food. Food is useful. And they specifically said all the food, this is like coffee grounds and pork and dried pork and stuff like that because the gloom, it might infect anything else. So basically everyone's living like a goddamn pirate. Seriously, everyone in this town should have scurvy. If all they're eating is coffee grounds and dried pork, you're gonna catch scurvy real damn quick. You need your vitamin C. Otherwise your teeth fall out. And your hair. Go all gross. Your pallor will go all gross. It's not good. Scurvy's not good.
Here.
I don't know what he said. He made some snide comment about how this horrible body processing plant, it might be a little unseemly. So we're gonna get some combat soon because we kind of have to in an area up ahead.
Just like shooting deer back in the estate.
But yeah. All right, not this area though. There's this dumbass who's just like, I'm gonna hang around and shoot all these dudes because I'm an idiot who likes to waste my ammo. Sneak away from the side there. So let's knock this guy out just to see what it looks like. So I can turn off the lights. For electric lights, you gotta find a switch. They look like that. But you know, you saw me use the water arrows earlier.
Perfect shot. That's me.
So you can also pickpocket guys. The good animation on that. And then it's just, you know, nice takedown. A lot of good animations for it. You'll get some that are, especially when you're doing it out of stealth, you'll get some really good third-person animations where he'll like crane a guy back and then just bash the fuck out of his head with the blackjack. All right, let's get our way in there. I like lockpicking. I like the lockpick in this game. It's very seamless. It's easy, but it's very seamless, and you can kind of get in and out of it really quick, which I like. All right, so I could take this, and in fact, I know for a fact if you take this path, there's a bunch of free stuff you get. There's like a room specifically for, oh, you were smart enough to buy the wrench. Here's like a bunch of arrows and crap. But we'll take the other path just for the sake of it. All right, what's over here?
Foundryman's droop.
Oh yes, I remember this area. Okay. Yeah, no, we are gonna go this way. We just gotta be careful about doing it. Because there's a guard wandering about. Doing what guards do. Alright, so bring up my weapon wheel. Broadhead arrows and water arrows are bound, as you can see, but I think I can rebind that if I want to. So, you gotta hold it though, so I don't quite know how you rebind it. But we are going to use the blunt arrows here, because blunt arrows, they don't really do any damage, but they are useful because you can hit switches with them and stuff, or knock glasses around or whatever. So,
Hey, that was odd.
oh, the lights are out. That's probably an issue. And then before you can turn it on, I go, Wagak! Fuck your head! Gotta be careful because there's glass around. So this is a problem. I've had bodies fall like this a lot, where it becomes hard to it becomes hard to steal the gold off of them, which is an issue. We're just gonna throw his body down the stairs! Slid down them. Alright. So we're gonna get into some actual combat here in a second, because we kinda have to. Because we need a key off that guy. Alright. So there's one of those lockers I was talking about, so I'm gonna go in there. Just to show. So this is the sort of thing I was talking about. You could barge out, exit out, but you can't put a body in here for some reason. It's weird.
Right you are, sir. Good man. I'm sure those of us who do their jobs well and without question will be
So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, I'm actually gonna put this away just so I can fight this guy for realsies, just to show what it looks like. So basically, in combat, you're just kind of like ducking around with the left trigger. And you're ducking around with the left bumper, and then using the right bumper to do your attacks. So you're kind of like weaving and dodging in and out of attacks, and then you're just using the blackjack to kind of knock a guy out afterwards. It's not great. Like it's not an ideal combat scenario. It doesn't feel good. The bumpers do not feel like a good button for that. Oh shit. I don't know where that guy's gone now. Shit, where did that guy go? Must have ran out the door. Oh, I can hear him. He's out there somewhere. I'm too busy stealing shit from him, though. Read his book. Steal all this guy's stuff. Stealing is fun. Like, regardless of what you may say about this game, it does the one right thing of that stealing is fun. Boom! I need to pick him up. So here, I'll show this. I took his key. Now look. Now let's try this. I'm gonna try opening the door. No, but you can't like open it. It's gotta be. You can't open it and leave it open and put a body in there. It is either open, and that is that, or it is either open so you can go inside, or it is closed. There is no middle ground. It's weird. It is a weird choice on their part. All right, let's go back to where we were. Good footstep sounds. Like the sound of like feet against floor, like boards bending against your stride is really good. Anything over here? Let's check this desk. Nope. How about here? Nope. So, but you can see like all the methods I could have gone to get it here. You can go around the edge, and then get up there, and then you're sneaking around there, and then you use that to get over there and steal that guy's stuff. Or you can come through, there's a door around here somewhere that allows you to kind of sneak through, and then, you know, claw up there. Like, it does the Deus Ex thing of there's a lot of ways and options and just places for you to go in order to achieve your objectives. So we're taking a very straight-line approach just because, you know, video. Trying to keep things lively, even though I am stopping to search every desk, every drawer in that desk, because I can't help it. I'm obsessive. This guy's sleeper. Let's use one of our fun arrows. Let's use one of our other arrows on him, because I have not used most of these arrows. Let's try a choke arrow and asphyxiate this guy to death. Okay, so he's just gonna stand there and choke, and then I'm gonna go whack-gank! I didn't really need to do that. Yay, he's dead. So you'll find lots of chests around to pick, which is nice. Like the game definitely gives you a lot of stuff to do. A lot of items to, lots of items to loot, lots of unique collectibles to find. You're never at a loss of like, it's never a straight line linear sort of thing. You're definitely allowed to take your time, fuck about, find stuff, which I'm definitely down for. Like you need that. Oh hey, Here's an what the? I never even needed to steal the key from that guy. I could have just used that key. God damn it! I'm more mad because I wish I'd known that the first time I did this. Because I spent a lot of time trying to get that fucking key the first time I did this. I find it interesting all the glass does is make noise, considering I'm just wearing like little leather booties. I think they would cut through those leather. Cut through that leather. Wreck my feet. It's an interesting key. Alright, moving on. Stealing stuff from this. Look at all these arrows! That's what arrows look like for some reason. Blunts, broadheads, water. Need to get back on the hook. But first, we're gonna steal some cutlery. I know that's what's in here is cutlery. There you go. Like, there's a nice deftness to the lockpicking, even if it does seem a bit easy. I guess it should. He's a master thief, after all. He should be good at lockpicking. I like the avarice with which he grabs items. Like, it's just, again, like, there's just a lot of character in the animation. Now we can wait. I have another sip of my tea, which has gone sadly cold. But oh well. No, I can't just drop off here, by the way. I've got to wait. Gotta slowly watch this body in front of me dangle. Kind of badly put on this hook.
For a dead man, Cornelius is proving hard to catch. I'll have to if I'm to pawn
Oh, hey, one at a time. No pushing.
Like that guy's just like, I have a terrible job, so I'm having fun with it. Alright. Time for a nice fun story cutscene. There's Cornelius. He don't got his ring no more. That's a problem.
I don't care if your mother's got the fucking clone. She's not coming to live with us.
I don't know who he's talking to. It's his buddy over there. You'll hear the guards bullshit a lot, which is nice. I like this guy. This guy's an easier named Nemesis, it seems. He's also kind of a dick. He's the Thief Catcher General or something. Or the Thief Taker General. He's got a weird title. That ends with General.
There you are. Hey, excuse me, sir.
Where's his fucking ring? Like, that animation there of going inside the mouth, like, that was a really good animation. It's the sort of thing that I can see being done really poorly in another game.
Nothing.
I will say this guy's bald patch is disturbing because it looks really poorly done. It looks like it was put on top of his hair.
Another body when you came in and took over.
You know, I don't ask for much. Respect.
So you're probably barely able to hear it right now. Hear his lines. I've had an issue with this game where the default volume settings make the voices almost impossible to hear, whether I'm talking or not. The voices are almost impossible to hear over the din of the atmosphere. We gotta go. We got his stupid gear ring.
And for my men,
And this guy's like, "You cut that dude open. That's fucking gross."
Fucking told.
And guess what? Your wife doesn't. Your wife can have her father-in-law move in now. You guys got an extra bed. Or the same bed. Whatever. You're dead now.
Robbing the dead of their valuables. And
I do like that though. That's just like, and fuck you, wrist crossbow.
His own reputation. Time to steal that ring back.
All right, time to steal shit from the general.
That was 3 days. Hey,
All right. So this is a very basic thing right here. Oh, hey, I never thought about going in here.
Double or nothing.
Huh. I never saw this map before. So yeah, like, this is the thing. Like, this is my second time playing through this mission. And there's, Like, even just... Like, I'm seeing new stuff already. This definitely seems like it's the sort of game that's going to be very open for replaying, which is always nice. Oh. I'm going to steal this guy's stuff. And I'm going to go back, and I'm going to close the door. Close the door behind me, quite nicely. Stole his money and then left. Yeah. We're fairly close to the end of this mission, so I'm just going to see us through to the end, but... Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've kind of shown what there is to show with this game in terms of, like, basics.
My brother, Daniel, knew a
this is great.
She said if you were in a pinch, you could use pig gut, tied in a knot.
I'm here with my hands on a dead
So they're talking about cock rings.
Tying his dong in a knot?
No, the pig gut, not the... Don't be having a go at my brother. He's passed on.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like, there's that whole conversation I find is really hilarious, and like, we missed the first half of it where it's just like, we should keep checking. Where it's like, man, that guy had a ring in his stomach. That's terrible. It's like, should we start like looking for rings like everywhere? And he's like, what do you mean? Like these rich guys, they got like dick rings. And he's like, dick rings? Yeah, dick rings. All right, that's where I need to go. And then the rest of the conversation's them being like, yeah, man, my sister, she's like a whore or something, and she's like, man, it helped keep up. She also said pig guts work. Why you'd use pig guts instead of, like, a string or something? Not that you'd want to do that either, but... Pig guts, ew. Why would you... I can't imagine pig guts are very, like, pliable for knot tying, you know? Yay, we made it to his office. Let's steal the shit out of his stuff.
Another of the Baron's improvements, perhaps. It'll crack like
and that's... And anything else to steal? Nothing but this. Hey, look, a boring puzzle. Here's the trick to this puzzle. Let me ruin this puzzle for you. Align the center dot. Oh. Everything else will come into play. Just align the center dot. Nope. One more. Ta-da!
Nobles never miss him.
I love this ridiculous Get Smart Stronghold Vault thing. Where it's like 4 layers of machinery need to go before that fucking ring comes up. Steal the ring. Look at it for a second.
Cornelius.
We get a weird, stupid magic vision. And then bad shit happens. This guy walks in, he's like, hey, what the fuck? Alright. Now time to run like a madman! Starting with picking this goddamn lock.
I have the ring and a new best friend. But it's not over until I get out of here.
Yes. Again, Garrett has lots of, like, snarky snide things to say. It's not... It's generally pretty good. Like, you know, it's never the cleverest or funniest things, but it's a nice bit of character, and it adds a nice bit of sound. I love that whoosh. Just whenever you press the A button. I need to get over there.
I'll go in. You owe
Is there anybody here?
Just to be sure.
Nope, no one's here. You don't see nothing. Okay, those guys are looking over there. That's fine. Let them look. Whoa. Okay. This part I had trouble with the first time.
I sneak out here to hunt the big rats when I was younger.
Wait for that guy to run away.
Back then.
Since the Baron moved all industry across the river to Cinderfall, it's his dream. Automation, he called it.
Alright, come on.
Metal
You need to go away.
hear them say down the taverns. Oh, before we made it a crime to mouth off about, hey.
Come on. Nope! I'm trying! I'm trying really hard! It wouldn't let me do it. I was like mashing the left trigger. Like, it seems like you gotta get a running start at it for it to work. That seems to be the trick there. Alright, another pointless movement scene. Like, this whole area, this whole sequence where it's like, there's no risk here. It's not like some guy's gonna walk in. It's just like, here's some movement just to show, hey, look at this cool movement. Whee! That's fun. I like that dart. It's not the sort of thing that's like in his inventory though, unless that's like a rope dart that he's unraveling. But those are like rope arrows. They like, it specifically says that the thing for them, they've got to be like fired. in there. Sneak in there. Go inside. There you go. Gotta carefully wait for our moment. This dude is gonna come in, look around. We better Gear Solid it up in this locker. Oh, God. TTT. Alright. He looked in. He'll talk to his buddy and be like, no, man. There's totally bad stuff still. There's a lot of light out there. But thankfully, I should be able to sneak out. Like this. I'm gonna try to sneak out without making a scene this time. Because last time I did this, I made a scene. Oh, there's a guard dog around here too, which is a problem. Okay, so what I'm gonna use here is I'm gonna use a water arrow to put out. Oh, that's not what I want to do! Alright, fuck it, later guys! Oh, no, I'm fine. Cut it out. You do have a limited stamina. Oh man, I've got like... No, there we go. I have like no health. You lose health real quick. There's no... Like, you gotta be quick on refilling that health, and you gotta be, like, you gotta be active. Alright, we escaped. That's the mission. That's what Thief plays like. So yeah, that's the new Thief. It's available now. It's on Steam, as well as in retail environments. I'm sure on the PSN store it'll be there as well. It's $50, at least on Steam. I think it's probably $60 retail, because you know that's the way things work. And yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it looks really good. I think it moves really good. I just like. But the story, you know, as people have been saying in reviews, the story seems like it's a little convoluted. And the load times when you're in the main city are not great. They're fairly long, and they pop up more than you'd like. I didn't show it too much in this video, but they definitely pop up more than I'd like. From what I've seen, from kind of what I've played, I'll definitely like walk into, you know, see a window that looks interesting, and then open it up, and then boom, there's like a good 20 seconds of loading. It's like, ugh. But it looks nice, and it plays alright. The stealth stuff is a lot of fun. It gives you a lot of options for doing stuff. Lots and lots of routes in any given area to kind of do stuff. But the combat could really be improved. You know, they really, I feel like that's an area they really could have stepped things up. Even if they're not trying to encourage you to do combat, you want to have that option. And that option is there, but it just feels so clumsy. And yeah, that's kind of my take on it so far. It's, you know, first impression. I've only played a couple hours. I can't speak to the whole game yet, obviously. But so far, it's good, but I'm kind of tapping on it. We might have a review later on. Kind of depends if I have the time to finish the game and put one together. We'll see. But, till then, as always, I'm your host, Halfbeard. This has been Thief. And we're out. Later, guys.